heading to meet up with a guy to look at a 1970 Mustang that looks like it's in a pretty good state of restoration. Thing is, we saw it listed a few days ago, and then it disappeared, and now it reappeared, but it has different pictures than the other ad. So I don't even know if it's the same person reposting it, or if this person bought it and there's something wrong and they're trying to now get rid of it, or they paid a lower price and now they're just trying to flip it. So you should be here in this parking lot, because I'm a couple minutes late. Yep, I see it out in the middle of the parking lot here. He's got people out here looking at it. So we're gonna pull right up and check this thing out, because I might flip it or I might want it. At this point, I don't know. Gotta check it out. He doesn't know what vehicle I'm pulling up in, so he doesn't know to look for me. It's looking pretty good. We just have to check this out. Let's see what we got here. Here in Goodlettsville, Tennessee, there's one stop that you've got to make, and here it is, Johnson's Honey Farm. This little back road that does not look like you should be driving down it is a great place to get some homemade honey. And it's great because you get back here and half the time there's nobody here, and they just have the jars sitting up. You walk up, you grab a jar, you leave the money. They've got a little box, you just pick what honey you want, pay and leave. So here are your choices of honey. Pure honey in the jar here. They've got clover honey, wildflower honey, orange blossom honey. They even sell the bee caps.
How you doing, Dave?
I'm great. How are you?
All right.
I actually have a YouTube channel, and I kind of like tour the areas around Tennessee and the cool places where I stop. So I was going to feature your place as a perfect place. If you're driving through Goodlettsville, you've got to pull over and get some honey.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
There's bee pollen, and you sell bee pollen.
Healthiest thing in the world you need. I'm 81 years old, been eating it for 60 years. I take no medications.
Yeah.
And Grandpa ate it, and he was 102.
So how do you eat it? Do you just put it in with food?
You blend it with anything, or you can eat it straight up.
Okay, so would you actually take a spoonful of that and chew it?
You can,
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your name?
How's it granola? I'm Jesse.
You're Jesse,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
his brother-in-law here.
Excellent, okay. All right.
Can't beat that.
So how do you collect the pollen then? Where is this
bee pollen
found?
traps on the bee pollen traps on your hive when the bees come in. It captures some of the pollen. And you,
Oh, it just pulls it off their backs and things like that, so then you just kind of collect it there? Yeah. That's great. And what's the difference between wildflower?
Well, wildflower got more antioxidants and more pollens in it.
Is that just happens to be what they're actually
Wildflower is the best honey for allergies.
when they go through collecting? So how do you know? Do you have different bees?
Yeah, it's where you place them and when you gather them.
Excellent. Okay. And then what about the orange blossoms? The same deal. Is that's what
orange
they were?
blossom, you put them in orange groves.
Okay.
It's not local.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So the wildflower, I'm going to get one of these big ones, a wildflower for sure.
You like that one? That's a good one.
And then how much are these little stems here that you kind of just suck the honey out of?
$1. Flavor 15.
And have you ever heard of Tupelo honey?
I have not heard of Tupelo honey.
It's the only honey that never turns to sugar. So it's a honey that diabetics eat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also from Florida along the Apalachicola River. It's the only place you can get that honey.
So do you do the pure here? Which ones do you do here? The
all of it's raw and unfiltered.
Tupelo.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get sour.
Yeah, I have a sour one. And that's the Tupelo.
Yeah.
Now which ones do you guys do right here? Do you do the pure honey and the wildflower?
Yeah, he does all.
Wildflower.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wildflower
excellent.
and the clover mainly.
All right.
We
Well,
do
that's
that.
awesome. Hello. Thank you very much. Huh? This? Oh, it's a 1970 302. 302 Mustang, yep. See you guys. So I learned a little bit about the different kinds of honey. That was pretty nice. Back when I was a teenager, I had a girlfriend who lived about 75 miles away from my mom's house. Now, when you're a teenager, 75 miles away might as well be 1,000, might as well be 1,000,000. So, whenever I got a chance to see her, obviously I cherished those times. So there was a summer where I went to go stay at her house for a couple of weeks. What I did not know before I went was that they were going to put me to work. Her parents owned an apiary and they made honey. They had beehives, they made honey. So here I was getting up thinking I'm going to hang out with my girl all day, and they dragged me off to work. They basically like, you're going to come and stay here for a bit, we're going to put you to work. So I ended up working, making honey, and I was working all day long, getting sticky, basically pulling the hives apart and taking out the slats, and you put those slats down into a centrifuge. The centrifuge spins around and pushes all the honey out of it. The honey just kind of seeps down to the bottom. So I was in charge of loading up that machine, unloading it, got so sticky. Time came where they were going to cut me loose and let me go, or I was going to need to go take a shower, but they had a few more things they had to finish up. She lived probably about 2.5, 3 miles away from there. I didn't bother waiting for a ride. I ran. And I ran all the way back so I could hang out with my girlfriend. She was my first girlfriend, my first love, my first broken heart. And it's all tied to honey. And I think about those times every time I eat honey.